brand new season has begun.
Look, that's the narrative that they gave us, so that's the narrative that I'm going with.
With that assist trophy. Smash Brothers reference. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants.
And Jamardi 4.
We witnessed episode 1, season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race, child. 15
holes.
15 bitches stepped onto the scene.
Whew. Oh,
and
girl.
we already did the entrances.
We ain't doing it again.
So
watch the last video.
Right. You wanted visuals? You got it. But you ain't getting it for that. You won't get it for this runway,
Can you
though.
imagine 15 entrances, 15 run?
I can imagine me editing the video. That's what I can imagine me editing. And me going crazy and finding a blunt in my eyeball as I'm just sitting there like, ah. But anywho, we need to get onto this episode because a lot happened.
It was a lot.
A lot happened.
It's like, can we even really go over? It was everything important?
Jamar's like, do we have to talk about everything? Well, let's just say that they all came in. We already did this before.
Y'all seen it.
RuPaul spoke. Commercial break. Come back. He's still speaking. Gasp! They have to take pictures. And it's like, okay, cool. We're back to doing photo shoots. At least for one episode. We're back to doing photo shoots.
We're having mini challenges again.
So they walk into some very highly overly decorated room. Because it was a lot going on in that room.
They tried to put a lot of the alumni pictures in there.
I was like,
I'm like, okay, is this another winner circle picture that we're doing?
Well, no, not necessarily, because a lot of people who didn't win came back to take pictures.
So I'm like, okay,
with
this
the
is nice.
exception of Raja, because Raja, not this Raja who's on this season, but Raja.
Well, at least they're spelled differently, so they can at least have some kind of difference.
True that. She came in talking about, what'd she say, Auntie?
Yeah.
I said, Grandmama, I know you didn't. I love Raja.
You want an
no
olive?
shade.
No.
That was the best. That was
You
the
want an
best.
olive? No.
I said, thank you, Raja.
Who eats olive? You know
Like,
what?
are you
Some
for
people-
real? We're taking a picture. So we need to start with how the pairings went because not everybody got screen time.
They really did. Because, I mean, if they was going to repeat, something's
shade.
missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. No. Cut. We
And
get
it's
it.
girls
We get
that
it.
we... But, right, but at the same time, it's kind of like I did want everybody to have their moment. And some of the girls, I guess, weren't momentable. A legendary.
I mean, how many of those pictures do you really remember?
I mean, I barely remember the one that won.
Scarlett
Scarlett and Raja were first. Click, funny, cute. Next, Sugar and what was that? Jasmine. Because Jasmine, I was here for it.
Baby Jasmine was high as hell.
You listen. She's like, I'm just here for all this, girl. Come on, honey. Honey and Manila.
Oh, was just said.
Aunt.
They said, oh, the winners over here. So the winners are here. Well, I'll go stand over there. Oh, I love Manila collab for herself.
Yes. Then it was Raja O'Hara and Ginger Minge. I said Ginger didn't get no time, but just to speak for that one moment, and because Raja's, earrings were still falling off.
I'm like, girl, just let it be.
Vanjie was with Farrah. That was fitting. Pheromone, excuse me.
They had her turning the wall. Like, what the fuck?
And if you're thinking those pictures of these people are behind me, they're not.
Damn.
I'm not going back to find all that. No, ma'am. I might. If it's
Not gonna.
If it's behind me, I gave up.
I'd be surprised.
I
Where
gave
would you
up.
find them? Where do they? Or did they even?
I'd have
post
to go
those?
back over the entire episode and then click the whole thing.
Y'all be lucky.
It would, and Jamar knows that takes
Y'all be lucky.
forever.
If y'all get that shit.
Because I'm already gonna have to
Y'all
do the
don't
runway.
care about the bitches.
Care enough to tell me they do. Okay, so listen, Brooklyn, why did you have OMG?
I tried to spell on Gina. I tried to type really fast. I had to look at that like, what was I trying to say? Oh, that was supposed to be angina. Yeah. Look, bitch, they was shooting the pictures out like this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying.
It's really funny because you had messed up somebody that's coming up, and we get into that in a second. But I remember you were like, hold on, wait, what am I looking at? Because everyone was so quick.
It was like, wait, bitch, I had to go.
Sonique and Plastique, God, that was quick. I didn't even see it. And I'm like, oh, that was so neat.
I didn't see it.
I caught it at the end of me looking back.
I just heard the names it was writing.
I swear, I looked down for a second. Soju was with Pork Chop. Ariel was with Eureka.
I'm so sorry, Ariel. I'm so sorry.
And Ariel had a nice read, and then Eureka went, bitch, I'm about to put you up. I said, oh my God. Someone please get Raven Simonia off the stage. Let's see here.
Nina West and Raven.
Nina West and Raven. Wait, really? I missed it. I didn't know that was Raven.
Bitch, what you thought it was?
I didn't see it, honestly. I didn't see it. I thought I saw like who she was with, and I have to go watch that back.
I'm so cool.
Wow. Mercedes was with Delta.
Poor Mercedes. She was like, what do you want Delta to do? Just, you're supposed to call the shots, girl. All these bitches went before you and they told you the same shit. Okay.
Kahanos was with Derek Barry.
Vegas Girls. I was like, okay.
Akira was with Kimora Black.
Kimora looked good.
And then Silky was with Mariah Balenciaga. Paris Balenciaga. I love Mariah. Mariah for All Stars 5.
Not till 2020.
And then Evie was with Adore Delano.
Which made sense as well.
Yeah.
Which made sense as well.
Sorry, I'm trying to read this and I'm just like, girl, this is a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's 30 people.
Yeah. It's a...
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the winner, Silky won. And that was the boost that she needed for the rest of the episode.
Now y'all can see I'm a threat. I'm about to see for a mini challenge. Main challenge, maybe.
Let's get there. But mini challenge, that's just you in the room, okay?
Anybody.
That's a participation award.
Anybody can win a mini challenge. Literally anybody.
So there is a moment of the de-dragging that took place. That
I'm leaving.
Nope.
I'm not doing it.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
not reliving it.
Listen,
you can relive.
I vomited
I'm not about to,
on Instagram. Okay.
Put that on the screen.
But
put that picture on the screen.
Oh, you want me to just put that picture on the screen?
Put her.
Boom.
Put that picture on the screen so
She's
everybody
there.
who didn't see it can suffer with us.
It was, listen, Soju, YouTube, brethren, sisterin, fellow YouTuber, because we're not friends, and I know
we
if I
love
said that,
you, baby,
probably
but
would like get me together for that.
Why you let them play you like that,
honey?
Why you let them play you?
The whole episode they low key played you, but then you kind of said some things that kind of put you in positions that we'll get you in a second.
Well, she was talking about Scarlett too. She's like, I like him twinkie. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think
That's
Scarlett fits into the twink category.
Hairless body, probably twink yet likeness.
Is that what
yeah,
it is?
Yeah, it's very hairless and very boy-esque twink. Very, you know.
Because I feel like who classifies? I feel like Ariel is more of a twink.
No, not even.
Or
that's a butch queen. No, think smaller. Think pheromone. Pheromone's a twink. That's a twink. That's
I was trying to think somebody on this season.
She could be on somebody's Yow comic with that kind.
Blair?
Where am I going? Blair Very. Oh,
Blair is twinked out.
Very. But that's like common sense twink versus like what? Why are we giving these girls labels? Hold on. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. But
that's not a derogatory term.
To the point.
But
to the point. Soju looked nasty licking his lips the way he did. And
it was
I don't know. It was but that wasn't what was the most uncomfortable thing though. And that's what's crazy.
It's what started and got the ball rolling.
She finds her way back in the uncomfortable category again. But good old Silky Nutmeg Ganache that we were all, and I'm hearing Jake Yonsei right now, shout out to you, Jake Yonsei, with the we have to protect Silky at all cost. This is going to be a rough protection, baby.
She ain't off to the best.
I'm not an
stars.
eyewitness to this
She's
one.
She's not off to the most grand of beginnings.
I have a feeling that she will get in a calmer place as the episodes go on, where we still get that same silkness, almond silk milk.
But
tonight,
she's not on tonight. She was just going. It just kept coming, and it never stopped.
Hold on. I want everyone's attention in the room. Attitude check. Crickets.
Everybody was like, that joke ended yesterday.
Right.
Like, no, ma'am.
Right. And I just was like, baby.
Like, that's cute when you first see each other. You know, you meet, we kiki, you know, we get into the gig. That's cool. But then now, hours later, and you still going.
And when Miley Cyrus was adjusted, girl. Okay, so when Silky pulled her in, that was someone's grandmother trying to make sure that whatever they saw in their face was what they thought it was.
Hold up, baby. Sit still.
She went with them
that head.
And it was Miley. Now, once that happened, whatever she was doing stopped and ceased. She carried Miley around. She told her to get on her back. She then... I'm a wrecking ball. I'm a wrecking ball. I'm a ball through you hoes. I'm going around the room now with Miley Cyrus on my back.
I feel like Miley was afraid. She was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" And everybody else was excited, but nobody really got to enjoy the moment.
They were hot.
Silky just bulldozed everybody out the way.
Took all the time away.
It's just, and you know what? Look, I would have been Miss Vanjie. You'd be like, "Hey Miley, let me get this eyebrow together." How you doing, baby?
Was a mood. Vanjie was a mood. Seriously, like
shit.
In the mirror, in the back, doing her shit. After, I see you. It's nice to see. Let me get back to what I'm doing because I'm not gonna be in the bottom again.
She told her, "Who go home first? Not me."
I am here for that.
Shit.
But Ariel Versace, who at first glance you're like, I don't know where this is about to go. Bitch, she was kind of me this
Ariel
entire
was my
episode.
Spirit animal this episode.
Yeah.
Her and Plastique were my spirit animals.
It was like, what in the fuck is happening here, man? Like, I'm just trying.
Everybody was annoyed. Everybody was so
very annoyed. Very annoyed.
So, the pairings. Since Silky won the milk challenge, the mini challenge, she got to choose who was going to use whose suitcase to represent each Drag Race alumni and such, and therefore. Who are the pairings, child?
We low-key did talk about everything that happened after that.
We did.
Before this first.
We did. But
I did just want to address it before someone else did, but carry on because there was some shade kind of from Plastique. Can you give me Violet?
Give me Violet. Plastique. Who did she get? Is it there?
She got. Hold on, I want to remember.
It looked like somebody else, but I'm trying to remember who did she actually get.
Let me remember what she was wearing. Something she already wore before.
Ooh. In red.
Ooh.
No, it wasn't her.
Ooh. See, now I don't know because it was her same silhouette that she always did.
I thought it was Valentina.
It wasn't, but it would have been a great choice.
It would have been. It could have fit Valentina.
It would have been. I don't.
Hold on, wait.
Oh wait, go back because she's one of the last ones. Sasha Velour.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Sasha Velour.
That makes sense now.
Sasha Velour.
I forgot. I completely.
So now in order. It's like, wait, okay.
Look, because I told you, a lot of them look great, but they didn't match the...
So, Silky got up there and didn't, say everyone's name correctly, like, a lot. But first it went with Scarlet to Violet, because that's,
that was shade.
What Plastique wanted.
It was like, give me Violet, Silky, give me Violet. Scarlet. Violet Chachki.
She said, you gonna win on your own. I'm not gonna give you no help. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. So that's the game we play.
All right.
This Silk got the good old milk.
Other. Akira was giving BB. I love how you put evil. Evie was with
autocorrect. Autocorrect, bitch.
Shout out to Evie's Twitter today because you gave me something great to look at. God bless America. Soju was kimchi.
Was she?
Ariel did Laganja. Brooklyn did Detox. Kahana did Katya. Raja did Kennedy Davenport. Mercedes did Bianca Del Rio. Nina did Thorgy Thor. Sugar did Sharon Needles. Plastique, Sasha Velour, Honey did Ben de la Creme, and Vanjie almost said vagina. Vanjie did Valentina. 30 more names that just came out at one time. Now the girls are putting their looks together. You know, like we said, Silky was acting a fool in the room. She didn't even have her look together. She complained about not having enough fabric. Plastique was like, girl, are you serious?
That's plenty.
Bitch, I see you holding it up. That's a whole skirt right there.
It really is.
Shame on the devil, call him a lie. But
That's the runway. But
there was just a lot that happened, and Miley Cyrus came in there pretending to be she was a drag king, as you could say. But I wasn't
know that wasn't Miley Cyrus.
There would be no way. I'm looking like,
girl, they didn't even, all they gave her was a hat and a beard.
Okay, now Justin grew out of that face, so that must be Miley, because that's what happens. They have the same thing, and then they grow away from each other. Except for Bow Wow and Lil Mama, they kept the same mug.
That beef that they had was so funny and comedic.
What beef?
You remember that video of Little Mama opening her mail, be like, Little Bow Wow, I will whoop your ass.
Wait,
I will slap the shit out of it. Something you didn't see that?
No. It's on YouTube? Tell me it is.
It's somewhere.
Oh, I am finding it now.
She was like, let me tell you something. Because Bow Wow said something to his friend about her being easy. And she was like, let me tell you something. Look, Google it.
Okay.
Google it. It's there.
Child.
It's there.
Well, I want to talk about people who are relevant. Let's see here. So, CoverGirl, put that bass in your walk.
Rupaul. The wig was giving me, follow me, Hocus Pocus tease. I don't know why. It was the big curls. It was the part. It gave me Hocus Pocus. Next week looked sickening, but this week was choices.
Gwendolyn tease. I felt Gwen all the doughs with a little Lynn. But I was not upset. I actually am okay. But I was like, That's all it was. It wasn't like, oh, that was great.
She's experimenting with very,
But I'm good
wide.
with experimentation, though.
This is true.
Because it's different. It's not the same silhouette. Beyond. Sorry.
I mean, Plastique, if you want to throw it in there.
Woo, girl, 3 in a row.
But
a turkey, bitch.
If we just go throw the daggers, we might as well hit everybody.
We'll get to the runway in a second.
But yes, so I mean, it was just really just the wig that just kind of
did it. Got it.
It was distracting, but yeah.
Good.
All right.
Are we ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? First, I want to talk about the runway music because we talked about it in the live, and I feel it's appropriate to talk about it here. Jamar's face is all of how he feels about the runway music. I'm kind of for the tempo a little bit, and I do like that it's different, but I feel spoiled from Super Queen.
I mean, I was hoping it wasn't Super Queen because I really got enough of Super Queen from All Stars.
She's tipping.
Look, you can go back to Sexy Drag Queen secretly.
Ooh,
we could.
That will forever be the best runway song they have ever had on Drag Race. Next to what's the other one from season 6? The Sissy That Walk. Them two super.
Even season 4.
Sexy Drag Queen and Sissy That Walk. I was
Glamazon was a good one.
Glamazon, she's so wild, so animal. That's what I'm getting from this one though. Is that same kind of tempo where it's that. It's not the other one.
But there's the. That's not the version I wanted to use.
Oh no, okay? I feel that's fine. That is fine. That is fine.
I am about to rage about this music because after a while I'm not even gonna give a damn.
You're really gonna just enjoy
I'm really
it.
not
And it's
gonna
probably
give a
gonna be
damn.
in the playlist because low key I'm gonna look for it today. This runway. First, for the third time, Plastique Tiara.
As Valentina, but
No, as not as Valentina.
I know, but it looked like she could have been.
Is that what we're doing with the pretty girl?
That's what they did. That's what she did.
No, she gave her own silhouette 3 times. Promo look, entrance look,
runway
this look. Yes. So you got
it's still
no
a 2,
more times. Yeah.
Girl, I don't want to see it again.
Never.
I don't want to see it no more.
It's a great, come on, turn that corner. And all the flowers on it look beautiful and the colors were right. But I'm ready for something different. And that's only because that's just what I've seen.
Because, baby, her,
and that face.
Was it not the Beat the Queens, but the reveal? That Sailor Moon purple, sickening, that sickening look. That was everything.
One of my favorite things
Give me more
I've
of
ever
that.
seen.
Give me more of that, honey.
It was all right with Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah.
Oh, who next?
Brooklyn Heights. Giving you super detox teas.
I mean, baby, that was right off of Detox's closet. Like, it looked like you could just copy and paste Detox's face and put her just on.
They were definitely related. I was here for the relations.
I saw it.
All of it. Up next, Honey Davenport.
Okay, so Honey was supposed to be
Ben de la Creme.
And you know who I thought she was or who she looked like initially?
I'm nervous.
I thought she looked like Dax exclamation point from episode 1 of season 8. Listen.
Ooh.
Do you see it?
My face.
Do you see it?
Get away from me.
Do you see it?
Demon, get away from me.
Do you see it?
Where is the doll? Ade, Due, Dembala. Give me away from Jamar. I beg from you, bitch. Hold on. You are disgusting. You're saying Dax.
But you haven't.
Why?
But you haven't.
Was it the padding or what was it? What was it? The wig?
She didn't tell me that she didn't see it.
I need to know what it was specifically, though.
The cut of the dress, the wig.
You got first episode tease when she did Hello Kitty.
I did.
Yes. I will agree with that. I will not say it's Dax because we're not going to put these queens in the same cat.
Okay.
I know the silhouette and how it just kind of came out and it was like wing. It was like I completely see that now. But I thought she was about to say something about the padding. And I was like, hers was.
I mean, that wasn't really a problem.
Not for Honey.
I mean, Honey walked into the room with a big old bumblebee. Okay.
Not a sis.
Bumblebee. I still will toot it, but I gave it a toot to reservation.
It was cool. I had no issues with it. If it's something that you just made like that and presented
in
with
that
the
case,
headpiece,
that would be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She made that, so that's why I was like, oh, okay. It was a clean silhouette. The hair was good, and the headpiece was fine. Was it like a stunner? No, but it was definitely Ben de la Creme in a sort of way. Dax exclamation point. Ben de la exclamation point. I don't know.
Oh no. Who was next?
Ariel Versace.
Winner. Sue me.
First of all,
I don't care. Say what you want to say. Ariel should have won this challenge. Brooklyn, you are sickening. But Ariel should have won that challenge. Proceed.
cosplay queen, I stand. I like anybody who does a DC or Marvel reference, and you did Poison Ivy to a certain extent, and I was here for it. Now, this high front hair, I'm getting used to it. I don't want to get too used to it, so I would like a different type of bouchard that you're giving me. But I was really here for the presentation. The nails came out, I said, right with the length. Come on for the supervillain tease. Turn the corner, walk about, puss, come on through. I did like it, just like Jamar.
Shout out to you for actually being under the table like Laganja crazy ass.
You were in method. Come on, method. I was here for it. I will say, though, that I want to see a different hair. Because that's, like we just talked about plastique. You came in Lizzie McGuire, that same front. You did the same thing with this Poison Ivy thing. I want a different hair. That's all I'm asking. But everything else was polished and to the point. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Was shocked she wasn't called for the top.
I was like, safe? What you mean?
Interesting.
How sway?
Let's talk about who's on the top. Then we get to Evie Oddly. I'll let Jamar go first.
No.
Yep. You won't.
You will not give me.
Yes, I will. Because I want you to tell everybody how you feel.
Listen.
Tell them.
Listen, I was not the biggest fan.
No.
Of this particular look. I feel like it was just all of the plastic. I feel like her makeup, everything else about it was fine for me. That's the part that I liked. But just I know it's Alaska, I get, but something in my spirit, I was like, I can't, something is not translated, and I wanted it to so bad. The makeup was everything. I love how she covered her whole head in like glitter and pink. Perfect. I don't know what to say. I don't know how else I could.
While.
I.
Okay.
I'm Scarlett.
We'll get to Untucked in a second. Gas. This is gonna be a long video, and I'm already hating it. Okay. I loved it, but I didn't think that it was groundbreaking. It was a dress, and it was pumps, and then like it was this great cover. I liked the jacket that she made with the little hoodie to go with it, and I liked how the makeup sort of blended into it. It gave me very Alaska finale of season 5 tease with the pink sort of homage type of thing. I liked it more than I say hated it. So, yeah, that's my take on it.
It's not a boot.
Oh, because you wrote boot here.
I rethunk. It's not a boot.
Oh.
I reneged.
Oh.
There are some boots, though.
We'll get to those in a second.
There are some
Well, the one that's coming up next is definitely not a boot. Akira, Chanel, Davenport, honey, represent my state of Texas.
Drag, honey.
I felt all that pageantry when you turned that corner and that good old high, nasty 5-wig pony, because RuPaul was living for your look.
I'm surprised none of the girls borrowed that wig for the season 9
Honey.
Runway. I'm surprised nobody did that.
She came through on that one. I was here for it. That mug was beat filthy.
Just the outfit, everything.
Here for it. Proportions. Oh! The proportions, Fred. I was here for it. I was like, get into the body.
It wasn't too much.
Oh,
and everything else
it
just
looked real.
complimented.
It looked real. She looked. It was good. Here for
Yep.
it. Come on. Now, Scarlet Envy.
Tammy Brown walked down the runway and was trying to look like Violet Chachki. That's it.
I got what Scarlett was doing, but it wasn't Violet for me.
Well,
that's
I
all
guess
it
it's fair
was.
that they're supposed to put themselves in it.
Yeah.
But I should still be able to see who you're pulling inspiration from as well.
I felt hers was more Sasha than Violet.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very
it's the
Sasha.
hat. It was the hat.
Yeah.
And
maybe
the color
in the hair too wasn't I don't know, but yeah, maybe Sasha Velour, but not Violet. Yeah.
You know, you should have had some
or
dark
some
hair.
lavender or something like that. I don't know.
And a cut your
maybe
crease, bitch.
Maybe I'm being
Scarlett
just
is afraid to
me.
cut her damn crease. Yeah, put some eye makeup on, bitch.
We need to talk about that chin.
Who did? Who is next on the? Who is next on the list?
Turn
child?
the corner and catch the corner. Okay. It's a beautiful chin. It is. Jaw, excuse me. Yeah. Soju is next. So, okay, before you even speak, because I want to get this disclaimer. I want to get this disclaimer
I was going
out.
to say that. I was going to let you have at it first.
So, what can't we say? Because I know you, YouTube community. Let's be very honest and clear about our good friend on the internet, okay?
Soju, you were warned.
Warned. You have critiqued. You've critiqued girls on this same thing, just like how we do. And let me be put in the same position as you, bitch. I'm gonna feel that same heat. So let me be real. I understand. We talk about it. You're not there. Once you're there, it's a whole nother game. You had Kimchi Mama, and you gave us what I understand you're trying to do is a traditional dress, gown, but it came out like a blanket that you wrapped around your body and then put some knots around some tulle to then give this effect. It looked better after you lip synced. I'm not lying. It looked better after you lip synced.
We're going to get to that too.
We are going to get into that K-pop revolution we saw, but I need to go ahead and talk about this look. Why?
Soju.
Damn, Soju.
And Soju is sweet as pie. But
that's what sucks about this.
I need to know, when you saw Kimchi ever look anything resembling what you walked down the runway in upon tonight?
Someone check Kimchi's Twitter.
Because Kimchi, even the Christmas special, this bitch came out as a fucking present.
A whole box.
And with the tree.
A whole...
Like...
presentation.
And when she did the ball, season 8, showing her heritage with the motherly gig, if that's what you wanted, you should have gave that. You should have gave that. But however, you gave me tulle upon tulle, tied in knots, with your grandma's blanket underneath it, and a red wig. I saw no Kimchi. That should have been easy. It should have been an automatic, like, handout.
In RuPaul's own words, are you playing the race card? I said, RuPaul, we're talking about race cards.
Oh, girl. Because...
Drag race cards, I mean. See.
But yes, that should have been like it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation that happened.
I feel bad for her. I do, because it's almost like, but then we'll get to where I stop feeling bad about it in a second. Okay. Now back to the mini of the mini. Raja O'Hara as Kennedy Davenport. No.
Akira was Kennedy Davenport.
Oh yes.
Akira was Kennedy. That's who I thought she was, and I look back like,
same
she
household.
was supposed to be.
And that's your sis. That wasn't Kennedy. I was like, who is that? I thought that was Milan. A car just drove by with all my common sense in it.
I guess the only thing that I could tie that outfit to Kennedy is the fact that it was a rainbow color, and Kennedy wore a rainbow color for her finale gowns.
I did like Raja's walk, though. I was here for the trot. That's...
I don't even remember. I had to look back at it.
It's a trot. It's that side. It's a little stank on it. Mercedes. Iman Diamond. They were reading the fuck out of you on that stage.
They said, off the rack.
A pre-owned Chevy, girl.
I said,
the read.
I was like, damn, now hold on.
I don't appreciate this.
I don't
appreciate it. I felt attacked.
I mean, shit. Nita came in. Mercedes hadn't sat down for 5 seconds. She already got called a Buick. And now and then, now RuPaul, we'll get to your pun later when you tried it again.
That was so funny.
You tried it again.
That was so funny, girl. Listen.
But Mercedes, you did walk out there, and I mean, she was supposed to be Bianca Del Rio.
The one she used for Soju.
Wait, what did she say?
Knots landing, bitch. I am gagged.
Ew.
Ooh, it was great. Okay, we're gonna get that in a second. That was one of the best moments ever.
It did not look like Bianca. When did we ever see Bianca in a leotard?
Not on the runway. Okay, so let's get to it. Next up is Sugar Cane as Sharon Needles.
It was not Sharon.
There was a Ouija board piece on the hair, and I didn't notice until Untucked, and that is a problem. Sugar, I like Sugar's personality.
She's fantastic, but this was not Sharon Needles.
Girl, you know who she was giving? Oh my God, I just realized it. You remember the princess in that tutu motorcycle jacket look that was on her season with the red hair and the swoop.
To the side?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the hair. I don't remember the outfit.
Oh, fuck. Okay, but that's that outfit once you go look at it.
I do remember that swoop, that red swoop.
We will have this moment off camera.
I do remember that swoop.
We will have this moment off camera. You can be like, oh, yes. That is that look down. But not for me. It was okay.
It didn't follow. I think it was cute. It just didn't follow the
I didn't feel...
instructions.
I felt more you, but then I also didn't feel you in that to Sharon. It felt like you were trying to get to Sharon. Can you stop? Rufus was going in over there. I'm like, girl, if I could hear you licking yourself, not going back to it. Come on. All right, up next is Vanjie. Miss Vanjie.
As Valentina. I mean, she looked good.
Mm-hmm. She came in with that gold stuff again. So if she do that one more time, I'm gonna scream. I'm already.
I forgot about that. She showed it have her full chest gleam. And
I'm taking notice of certain trends and habits, so that way when we do this whole, well, Matthew, you're mad at this part, or them doing this as often as the other one, I'm gonna hold all these girls accountable. If it's a signature look that makes sense, yes. But if it's something that we see all the time and it doesn't go with everything, that's when it gets scary.
There's differences when it's like, it's like a signature as opposed to the same thing every time.
Because you got a whole bunch that you brought with you.
Make a signature in multiple different ways.
Right.
I.e. Max.
Hello.
Oh, next came Miss, is it her? Miss Silky Nutmeg Ganache. I had to think about it. And I've come to the conclusion.
We both turned our heads to look at the side of that dress to figure out if it was like an apron or if it was just how she did the front to make it look like that.
It's a boot. I had to come to the conclusion that that's a boot.
Yeah, I didn't
the more
like
I looked at it and saw it in Untucked, it's a boot.
I didn't like it. And then also with the paint, there was an issue for me. Like, it was as dark as this beard. Child, I was like, it looked like your whole face just stopped here for a second. And I didn't understand that.
I try to sympathize with my black queens because so many of us have that problem.
Is it that you don't want to go past the chin? Or is it that if you paint past the chin, it doesn't look right with the shading?
Shading, because... You should match with because you match with the chest. It won't matter if you blend down.
But if your face is light, don't you need to just blend it to just be a little bit like? Forgive me for my light skin privilege asking this question, but I'm just being honest about it because I'm like, I've seen other girls her same skin tone not have that issue. That's what I'm trying to say.
Some people got it right,
but like I'll be I can give an example. Latrice used to do that all season 4. Now you saw her. So bad. Now you saw her this season. You didn't see that happen, right?
No, it wasn't.
It was all the way blended down. Okay, so that all right.
So
I am not hating
can be done
on Silky. I'm just saying.
I understand the
that
struggle.
part was killing me because every time she lifted, I would be like.
Now, I don't want to play. I'm gonna play devil's advocate again.
Okay, I'm here. No, I'm here
because
for it.
It can, sometimes I'm gonna make. Maybe she got, she rubbed her neck. It kind of created some sweat, and it kind of rubbed some of it off.
Okay,
it's a possibility.
Understandable.
It's a possibility.
Understandable.
So,
but
benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
It was still a boot.
The outfit was, it just...
It's still a boot.
It was okay. I wasn't like, okay, but I was definitely like, wow, she did pull that together in that time, to be honest. Now, I'll give that some kudos, because it was like, girl, you didn't have nothing going on.
I did like the little peppermint accessory purse that she had, but that was really the best part.
You weren't feeling the hairpiece either?
At first, I was like, is she even wearing a wig? Is it just
I just thought that was, that was his real hair for a second.
I was like, is that gelled up really? But... It's
okay.
Whatever. Next.
Nina. I almost said Benita Brown. All Stars 5 will wait. Nina West. Assist.
A
sore. What was that? Yeah, what was that on her dress specifically?
I thought they were supposed to be like flowers or like gems.
She looked like a No, she looked like a sweet potato. There we go. No. I'm trying to think.
Cheeto.
A hot Cheeto. Ooh. A hot Cheeto in a big red case, girl. Okay.
I mean, she knew that the outfit wasn't her best. She knew. But I mean, she still,
Baby.
at least on the runway, she sold it.
Girl.
I still tooted it for
when
what it
those
was.
shoes turned that
Oh.
corner. I was with Michelle tonight.
I didn't even see the shoes until Michelle pointed them
I
out.
saw them good old clip clappers, and I was like, the fuck is this? But I said, I know you better than that. I know you must have better than that. I'm not even going to play with you. But the ultimate crime. The ultimate crime. The ultimate crime. Kahana, Kalua, Kalani.
Baby.
Montrese. Okay.
I love you and you know I do.
Because you
you
looked great today.
In the confessional.
And at one point when you were just walking around the room, I was just like...
Yes. But, honey...
We're going to talk about this Vixen outfit.
We have to talk about you like we talked about Plastique and Ariel. If you wear this bra again...
What's going on?
If you wear that bra, because that is the same bra you walked into the workroom.
Sure is. And I need to know about the tights. And I couldn't believe that they did not go all the way up with the stoning of the tights.
I mean, it wouldn't have been nothing but to just put like a couple here.
Because it definitely deserved another 24-36. Okay? And I'm not talking about no waistline and breast cut plate, honey. But I need to talk about that outfit because it really gave me Vixen, and no shade Vixen to you, honey. I'm just saying. Like,
I mean, we
half
read her
an
first week too. We read her the first week too.
It's real, like... If they gave you the Vixen as a challenge, that you would have been probably top 3. But I'm just saying, like, but you were Katya. And then when they asked you to explain the outfit, which I'm now about to get into, just everybody's.
I mean, we've done the runway at this
point.
So.
We'll start with Kahana though, with as far as these explanations that threw me the fuck all the way off. Okay, y'all.
Was it the editing? I think it may have been the editing.
Lies. You think it's the editing?
Because I don't have other explanation for why. If
we
I
cut to
about your explain this look.
It's like your outfit's horrible. It's terrible. Can you help us with what's going on here? I'm just trying to live up to Coco Montrese, who's my drag mother, and it's been really hard for me. And Coco's my mom.
And I want to get out of the shadow. Okay, that's great. About the look, though. Explain to me the look.
But that wasn't all that we heard on the runway. No. We're going to now go to the left again to Miss Nina West over here, who, and I love you, Nina. I honestly do, baby. But I need to ask where, and I was here for the full circle moment until it got to, I bought your record. I was like, oh, God. If this isn't the ass-kissing, don't send me home speech from everybody.
She knew that they weren't liking her outfit.
Now,
so she's like, I'm going to try to keep brown nose my way to safe.
That was the second time that happened. Kahana was the third. That's why we were so over Kahana's whole moment, because it was like, you were the third in line. Nina was the second. I need to get the first bitch. Our good friend Soju, who gave us a shot for real. Girl.
They edited that so oddly.
They wore you out in that edit, because it was like...
How am I supposed to feel?
I got this happen, and I ended up having a cyst, and it popped on the plane, and it was just leaking on the main stage.
Because I think they asked, did they ask her about her flats?
I don't know, maybe.
How did she go into her having tendinitis?
I think it was maybe the shoes. No, I think they were just talking about the shoes, and, I guess, when they were just speaking about it in general with them not on the stage. But I gotta say... It turned into, why does the outfit look like this? I have a tendinitis, and I ended up with a cyst in between my junk and my asshole. Which y'all didn't know until you got to Untucked, because then she told you where the placement of said cyst was. And I know some of you who are probably watching this have had this issue before, ingrown hairs and all.
It's a common thing.
So there's no shame in that. That's not what I'm like. I'm about.
It was how they handled and
why is that a part of the narrative for you? You don't... Am I wrong?
And then why did Plastic bust out laughing?
Oh, no, that was shit.
I was like, oh. And then the whole music and the vibe changed. Because at first it was like, I'm having these problems. I'm having these medical issues. I was confused. I was like, how am I supposed to feel? Plastic is cracking up. She's talking about fluids oozing from her body. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information, but girl.
Out of everybody that was, given good and bad and all the above, Brooklyn Heights is our winner. How do we feel about that?
I would have preferred Ariel to at least been in the top, but I am not mad at it. She did the challenge. She did it well. I just would have preferred for Ariel to have at least been in the top. But
que sera. With the exception of Ariel not being in the top, I thought it was a decent top 4, I guess. Oh, they were doing that. Yeah, top 4 to bottom 4. Yeah. Top 5, bottom 5. There was a lot of girls.
15 bitches.
It was hard to keep up with. I'm like low-key gonna have to rewatch this over again as I'm editing. So, yeah, Brooklyn wins. We're good. Now, the bottom 2, shock, is Kahana and Soju.
I told y'all on the live, so are you ready for Kahana and Soju to battle this out and for Soju to go home?
I have things to say.
So, are we at the lip sync?
Yeah, we are.
So, Soju, let me tell you all the things that you did wrong here. Because there were opportunities where you could have given Kahana more of a run for her money than you did. There was a part in the song, I don't remember the lyric part, but it was like a climax. And that should have been the moment where you started ripping that tulle off of that dress and exposed like something. Because you had a whole lot going on. You were very stationary while Kahana was over there flipping, dipping, back flipping, hair whipping, undoing all of that. And you were over here, still didn't know most of the words. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. But you could have really, just went there. Like, this is lip sync for your life. This ain't for your legacy. You could have just went there and just
I'm going to assume that Soju was not tucked. I'm going to assume.
Well, she did say, well, I don't have to worry about padding.
Listen, it now makes sense what she walked in the workroom in. Why that was so loosey-goosey, all the boosies. And why we got what we got on the runway. So if you think that she was about to rip anything off to share any bit of her body.
At least the tool. Maybe not the
what
whole
would be
shit,
have been exposed to an ill-patterned dress?
Something.
Excuse me. Blanket wrapped around this young man. No.
Something.
No.
Something.
I understood what the whole Mission Impossible was for her to do in her garments and what was happening. But best of both worlds, that was not. And I'm including Kahana in this. And I'm about to be real with y'all. That was a strong performance, sister. For Hannah Montana.
It's because she was giving Hannah Montana. It's the best of both worlds.
No.
I was like, whoa.
Why is your voice lower when you did that?
I was like,
I was like,
one
whoa.
E and a 2 E and a counts.
And I'm here now, mind you, I'm not gonna knock somebody for dancing and giving a little ooh ah sensation, brow count studying information. However,
Hannah Montana.
Not for Hannah. Not for Hannah, girl. That was you. It was y'all were killing me.
You were doing a lot for Hannah Montana.
I was so quiet during the entire lip sync because I didn't know how to. I was like,
this is a lot
happening?
She did a full backflip for Hannah Montana. It's just shit.
Oh, that backflip. Honey, hold on. I'm sorry. That back handspring because that wasn't no backflip. She was landing on her feet. Since we're both gymnasts here, Kahana. But I gotta say, sister, I felt your passion more, and I'm glad you got to stay. Don't let them give you some Carly Rae Jepsen if you do some shit like that, Miss Thing.
Hold on, Carly Rae Jepsen has some bops.
Not for that strong athletic performance we saw from Sporty Spice. No, ma'am. I'm not about to witness that again. Swing it, shake it, move it, make it. Who do you think you are? I got nothing but an Adidas tracksuit moment from that one. I'm not.
I feel like maybe she wore something that didn't show so much of her muscles. I don't know.
A bell sleeve.
I don't listen.
All right, I'm not doing this today because I can hear it and now. Y'all are a bit. Girl, please.
We haven't even done Untucked.
Girl, please. Oh my God. I'm gonna be up all night.
Soju gets eliminated. Kahana stays. On to Untucked. On to Untucked.
Sorry, we had to go in on that one. Untucked now. When you saw who was safe, weren't you gagged? Because I said, ooh, Silky back there with no defense.
I mean, shit, even the people who weren't safe.
Ooh, because once you saw who was back there with her, it was like, oh, they all were talking about her. Just in every other, confessional that they had. It was, Silky's loud, annoying. And I said, oh, here we go. Miss Silk got the good old milk. They don't want it. They don't want it.
They not buying it, girl. But everybody had everything to say about Silky in that confessional, though.
But wasn't saying it to her face until Ariel had the balls to drop that little moment of, well, when I found you fucking annoying. And I was like...
Thank you. Somebody.
Okay, at least somebody said some truth to that. But, the rest of y'all can... Come on. And I'm not about drama, but don't you sit in your confessional and be all nasty and have someone walking around thinking we cool. That's annoying.
Truth,
that's annoying.
Girl, and then they were asking about Vanjie, like, how y'all feel about Vanjie coming back?
Ooh, Scarlet Envy. Were you ready to have your tea shook, honey?
Not everybody gets a chance to come back. And I mean, did she really try to say, like, why her, basically? Was she giving, like, the essence of why would it be her?
And that's when Silky chimed in. Well, girl, I expected the same for me because, of my personality, so I'd probably be back for the next season, too, if I went home first.
Everybody was like...
Sugar gave her the face of all faces. Like, did you really? Did you really?
Like, girl, you've been on 10 the whole since you walked through the door.
10, Jamar? Let's be very real.
50.
Thank you. Because I was over here cringing the entire episode.
I was just like, so you doing a lot.
And we want to like you. That's what's killing it.
You doing a lot, sis.
It's like, ugh.
Calm, hold your horses.
You don't have to do much. You really don't. But then... I guess they, asked that to Silky. Silky's like, they're just jealous of me and do.
All right.
The girls from the main stage come back, and that's where I have a wonderful Vanessa Vanjie Mateo moment.
Listen.
I
feel like I say, Ariel loaded the gun.
Oh.
But Miss Sugar Cane pulled that trigger.
I thought it was Silky that started that one.
Oh, Silky, though. Silky loaded the gun. But Miss Sugar Cane pulled that trigger. She said, well, people had something to say about Vanjie being here.
It was Sugar turned to say, Scarlett, didn't you have something to say?
How'd you feel?
Scarlett, how did you feel about the situation? Because knowing if she said something different, it'd been, well, girl, you just said 2 minutes ago. It was, Sugar, I saw the plan, and I'm here for it, because that'd have been me. So how did you feel about it? Because
Well, I'm just like, girl,
Stutter.
Like,
Stutter. I could tell you lies. I could see you.
Girl, she was gooped. She was not prepared to be put on the spot like that. She was not prepared to be put on the spot like that.
Oh, Vanessa wore her out.
She was like, girl, have you not seen the show? People come back all the time.
Have you not seen the show? that. Oh, that's what he read. Somebody.
Mary.
It's my neck. Oh, I felt like Meryl Streep and...
Honey.
Ooh, and death becomes a child.
Gagged.
Ugh. Lord. Yeah, it was funny. She was like, I said, Don't be saying nothing.
The Untucked was edited very strangely too, because it went from what's your type and what kind of dick do you like to
I'm gonna get
racism.
shot in Chicago.
I'm like, wait.
I was like, whoa. I'm confused. We had a light moment and hit a little dark spot. Was this happening in the same?
How did we go from dick to death?
Was that in the same?
In a mere 30 seconds. Oh, that you know what it was? They said that Scarlett should have a white thug.
That was Silky. And Scarlett's face.
What?
I don't know how to feel about that.
Who was that said you can't have white privilege and be a thug?
Evie Oddly motherfucking ass. Oh my God. Evie wore it out. She said, girl, oh, and the way she explained the black and homosexual thing, I was like, if that ain't the truth, sis, if that ain't the truth. Because before they see any color, they're going to see me, like, as a gay man before anything. For me, at least. It may be different for Jamar with clearly more melanin than me. But that's what happens, though, for some people.
Because they crossed the street from my ass. And I have locks. Oh, I'm good. I have a gun.
See, I'll get to pass you by, but if I get a little too close, they get nervous. And if I open my mouth after they think I'm such a great person, they're like, oh, he's one of them.
Then the girlfriends pull their boyfriends tighter. I don't want your man.
I had that happen the other day. I was really gagged at the sis. I said, do you think I want that dusty muffin that you were carrying around? Bitch, y'all walked and got this pizza just like me. I'm not going for him. Calm that down. And I see what apartments you just came out of while you try to read somebody. Oh, let me get back to this, because I really just have... I looked at her like, you better take that old nasty $2 top you got on and try another bitch. Untucked, yeah. And then Soju had a moment back there. Still, I don't know.
Miley came back, gave words of encouragement.
Oh, thank you for mentioning this, because I have to talk about that. Soju, can I ask what that whole moment of... I understand you. You speak so clearly to me. It resonates so well. I don't know. Something about that was
maybe
really...
There was things that we did that they didn't...
I hope that's what happened, because it felt like the worst sentence that you could tell somebody, but a sentence that you've heard in a movie before for that same kind of scenario. So I was like, wait, what? What? Everything's so clear. You resonate with... I was like, what? I know he said more than that. And I also feel bad for Soju, low-key, because if we recall, all these people wanted to meet Miley earlier today. And this is like their full time now to get her in the back before they go home. Well, one of them goes home.
Oh, girl. What else happened in Silky? Again. Bitch. We just took a group picture. We're all, happy, jolly. This bitch gets down on her knee and asks her, will you buy me a cheeseburger? What the And you could tell Miley was just like...
It's a little thick.
Okay.
It's a little on the nose.
Like, what was that? Was that supposed to be funny? Like, everybody was just kind of looking like, huh? What is this bitch doing?
So... Jamar, in this moment, everybody, we finished basically the 2-hour run that we just witnessed here. I have a thought, and this is for those of you who looked at spoilers. I didn't. I got a peek at something. Some things that were said initially that were, Vanjie's gonna be fighting Soju, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that happens every season.
All that type of stuff was
happens every time.
Very much a way of misguiding you, okay? And I caught that from the start because they did that last season with something that happened and something else that went down too. And I was just like, okay, so this is clearly bullshit. Got it. But one thing that just really stuck to me, and they were like, Silky's going to be the new Miss Congeniality. And I said, after this episode, that's a tough sell.
I mean, she has an upheaval battle to go.
It's going to be a hard, high run.
But it is only episode 1.
And that's what, and there's 15.
At least 10 episodes.
Right, so
at least 10.
We have time to get there. And I'm here for what that progression's going to be, everybody, before it's like, Matthew, you're just jumping up. Y'all hear me on this. This was
reviewing the episode.
This was a rough run.
What we have for right now.
And after how much I'm going to have to edit and do this goddamn clip show that I'm about to put together for this green screen crap.
We have to hurry up for the visual.
Yeah, for real though. My thoughts on the episode, while long, I'm happy it's back. I'm happy we have a new set of queens. I'm here for the new personalities. I have some people who I'm really here for. A Curious Chanel Davenport.
We don't know what to expect.
Oh, Curious Chanel Davenport. I'm excited to see what you bring to the table, honey. I really am. I saw that look. I said,
we know that look. We know what that is. We seen that all around Texas.
Expectations are high for that one. I'm also here for Evie. I'm here for Brooklyn. Ariel Versace has kind of got me caught me off guard here.
Listen,
the social media sensation.
I'm here. Plastique.
Plastique's a mood. Oh yes. Nina West, even with this bad moment.
Honestly.
Yeah. I don't have any people that I really dislike. Even Raja, who a lot of y'all didn't care for the Build series, who sent death threats to her, and you're shameful for that. While Unplugged...
A little. Twice.
I'm still interested.
4 times.
I'm interested in...
Ginger again. But, yes.
I'm sorry. Knock this back while I'm falling forward. We're tired. Thanks for tuning in. You guys know what the deal is. Links are down below. All social media at Matty Rants for Facebook and Instagram. On Twitter, it's at the Matty Rants. You know the merchandise store is up on Teespring. That link is in the description below. If you want a Matty Rants t-shirt or a Jamar t-shirt or a Matty Rants and Jamar mug or phone case or whatever you need, those things are now available. Kids, children, adults, sages, mages, ninjas, assassins, whatever else is in Naruto Shippuden. Rest in peace, because Boruto's terrible. I said it. Next. I'm kind of on Black Clover right now, but I need to get back to this. Where am I at? Jamar's links are also down below as well at Jamar84 and everything that you see. The GoFundMe for Rufus is still up. We are at the last.
Please give me these last $200, girl. I'm only $200. We have raised over $2,000. Give me this last few pennies, please. I will bring him in here, but that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, and I've already yelled at him for licking himself while we're recording. If you hear his licks, please comment. I'm dying to know if you can hear it, because I hear it so loud. I'm like, ah! But, and also support the channel as well through via paypal.me/Matty Rants. Cash App $Matty Rants. Next week may be a bit different.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. It may be a bit different. It may be a solo dolo video. We don't know just yet, but that announcement will be made. The following week after that will be back to scheduled programming. But this upcoming week is going to be a little tough. I'm Matty Rants. I don't have anything else to say. Shock.
Bye.
Jamar doesn't even give his name again.
Oh, that's what we look.
That's how we do.
Oh, I was looking at this time. I'm like.
So, one more time for the Trigger Man beat. It's your boy, Matty Rants.
It's your body 4.
We've now signed off properly. Hey.
Peace.
Good night. Yeah.